Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classic Clown blog. Guys, today I'm joined with Andre C. Hatchett of Own or Be Owned. You guys heard me mention him many times on the channel and talk about several things as far as real estate, as far as creating products, creating a lifestyle you love, many different reasons to follow or even talk to Mr. Andre C. Hatchett. What is good with you, Mr. Andre?
I'm honored that you talk about me from time to time, Erica. I'm honored.
People enjoy it on the show.
I appreciate it. How's everything going with you? Hello, audience. Hello. Where we at? Facebook, Google Hangouts, YouTube,
We are
wherever
on
the heck you are.
YouTube live. We already got some viewers coming in. Basically,
Come on in.
Basically, last time you may have saw us talking together was on Dr. Boyce Watkins' channel. Sorry, I got a helicopter going by. Hold on.
Is that your copter?
No, it's not mine today. I'm in Texas. I'm outside by the pool. It's 86 degrees. I'm just trying to enjoy the day. But last time we talked, a lot of people saw us talking about tax liens on the Dr. Boyce Watkins channel. And so a lot of great things that happened on your end and my end since that video. Super excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dre, what has been new with you?
What has been new? So, again, hello, audience. Hello, world. Andre here. So, what's been new? I got a book out. I released a book.
You got it as display? You got it to display? You got to do the hand. You got to be like, hey.
I mean, like, it's here and it's online. I don't have it in my hand yet. I ordered some, but my box should be here probably today or tomorrow. So it's called Own or Be Owned, The Black Man's Guide to Wealth Creation in America. 4 years in the making, Erica. 4 years. I put my whole life into this 54-word book. The good stuff, the bad stuff, the ugly stuff, the great stuff. I threw it all out there because I said, I just wasn't impressed with what I was seeing as far as a roadmap for Black men. I found it being too over the top and degrading. Like, damn, dog, like you don't got to talk about us like that. Then it was very soft and passive. I was like, well, like put some oomph in that. And I'm a person who just believes in hardcore accountability. So I got a brain, I got a computer, I got a pen, I got paper. Let me put my thoughts into print and let me leave a legacy, a semi-blueprint for Black men to follow, and in order to gain some wealth and some damn dignity and self-respect in this country.
So as you can see with our new administration in, a lot of people are nervous, they're panicking. I did a whole series of videos with other business owners about, hey, you are in control of your life. You know, the best book you can ever read is Lead the Field by Earl Nightingale, because you live up to the expectations of the life you think you're going to live. You live up to your attitude. And if you just go around in the next 4 years just gloomy, depressed, I'm not going to have jobs, I'm not going to have opportunities, Trump's going to do something against me, you actually walk those things out. And so the book was 4 years in the making because that meant you were walking out an ideal, correct?
Yeah, I was walking out an ideal. And I don't think everything happens for a reason, but I do believe that something happened for a reason. And it was ironic timing that tons of our people are in hysteria about this big bad Trump character. And my book comes out in order to give us some bravado back, per se. So I guess it came out when it was supposed to. Yeah, and I saw your videos with my girl Esther. Esther, what up? And
I know the audience did like Esther, so.
That's just the best. That's just the best. So it bugged me out. I know I'll be real direct here. It actually pissed me off and frustrated me to see Black men so scared of a white man in the same country that we're in, and we breathe the same air. It was very disappointing. And I said, you know what? I bet a lot of this has to do with finances. I bet a lot of this has to do with finances and loss of job, not loss of freedom, not loss of life from big bad KKK members. I think it has to do with finances. And I said, but under the Obama years, in terms of just numbers, I know he looked at it as a Jesus-like figure for a lot of people in our community. And he's a cool dude, great wife, great family. I actually hate politics, so I'm not much into politics. But as far as number-wise, we went back as far as wealth is concerned. So I'm like,
HBCUs, all of it. Yeah, people don't really realize that. I was gonna say real quickly, it's 12 of you guys watching. If you have questions for Andre, please put them in there so I can kind of get them to him today. But yeah, if you look at a lot of reports, like employment, school, a lot of things were affected.
It was, and here's my thing is I just have a very good like I don't care button, and I have very good tunnel vision where I block stuff out, even to the point where I can block out some positive stuff in there too. But I have a very good like I don't care vision. So I forgot Obama was in office. I forgot Trump was in office up until I see people yelling about it via social media because to me and my friends like you don't care. We know that if we hit some good stocks, we're going to make a profit. If we buy some land, we could develop the land and build condos and multifamily homes on there. And we know that if you got $3,000, I got $2,000, and Esther got $5,000, and Evan got $4,000, we could start some real stuff there. So it doesn't bother me because I've created my own economies. Mm-hmm. And I hang out with people like you, and I partner with people like you who also have their own economy. So like if I'm down, things are going well. Hey, Erica, you got 500 I could borrow. You guys, yeah, I have an idea. I'm a little low on cash. You think we could do this? And I'll hook you up later on. There are ways to, once you have a hardcore network of doers, not talkers, doers who are solution oriented. And once you have your own economy in place, these man, you don't even think about these things. Not even in the cranium, Erica. Not even in there, man. Or woman, lady, queen.
What I think happened for a lot of people is the realization that, on one hand, a lot of people are saying, where were these 19 million voters that were so angry in the last election? They sat out, right? Like, just being honest, they sat out, right? Now, I'm angry. It's a job loss is affecting me. The economy is affecting me. Someone please save me. And they came out and they voted, right? And so what cracks me up is that other communities have been suffering for a while, you know, and it shows you the power of living in somewhat of a bubble in America. Like if you're in your own little bubble and the economy's not affecting you, unemployment's not affecting you, you don't care. But the fastest growing person in unemployment are 45 to 54 who are white males. And this guy, Glenn Cameron, you guys probably watch him, some of you watch him from my show. Mm-hmm. He calls it beach white male. And I was like laughing, but it's true. It's like now they're angry because it's like, what's happening to me? Yeah. Right. So I've even noticed over the course of this year, I was saying to the students as an example, Andre's been saying own or be owned for a year, maybe a year and a half. And then all of a sudden he's got t-shirts, he's got books, he's got a documentary, he's got platforms. He's got, I think what are you at? 10 platforms now? Accept and Create, Andre's Institute.
The Black Real Estate School, the Nori Business School. Yeah. You've got some things cooking. We got some things cooking here.
So now what does that tell people? That says he, at any point in time, he can get income from 10 different sources just right there. And that's just online. That's not even talking about your mobile notary business, right? And that's another stream. You know what I mean? And so I had a guy driving me the other day, and it's not Uber, but it's called Fast in here. It's like several different ones now.
Oh, cool.
And he was like, yeah, I do Amazon FBA, and I just drive sometimes. And I laughed because he came out literally in flip-flops and a tank top, and it was cracking me up, but he had a nice town car. And I just, when you create options for yourself, it's much, much, much more freeing. Go ahead.
That's everything. It's creating options for yourself. So I've been hardcore on this passive income movement, which I have coming out soon. I have a course at Andre's Institute called the Passive Income School, which we're going to just do with passive income. And yeah, the book, I wrote it to inspire Black men in America, and women too. Which, if you don't want to pay for it, I'll give it to you via PDF. Just email me, Andre at andresjackson.com. I hope you buy it, but I'll give it to you.
If they give it to you, they got to give you a good review. That's what they got to do. They got to give you a review.
I need a great review. I need a great review on Amazon. So the book, Passive Income Stream, the courses, Passive Income Stream, the mobile notary service, which we're offering promotions for that. I'll send you the link, Erica. Passive Income Stream. So create it. It starts in the mind. And when you hang out with cold people, about people, which is why I tell people, man, holler at Erica, holler at a Lene, holler at an Evan Jefferson, holler at Tim Jackson, and even if you got to pay for the time, because the I'm an adrenaline junkie, right? I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I don't know physics. I don't even know chemistry. I don't even know if I know like a little bit of biology, right? It's like I never even had those classes. Never even had those hard ass math classes. Like that's just not me. But I do have a high emotional IQ where I know how to work with people very well. And once you have cold people who are driven or hardcore, it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you energized. If you fall, they pick you up. If they fall, you pick them up. So I'm like surrounded by great minds and entrepreneurs like you. So I'm not hearing nothing. Like this, it's the top, Ericka. That's all I know.
Oh, for sure. I got some questions for you, Dre. So I'm gonna throw them at you. Okay, you ready?
Shoot.
All right, I got Richard Gordon. He says, how do we get connected with the doers?
Great question. My personal opinion would be to find people who are doers and ask them, hey, can I buy an hour of your time? If you want to be connected with me, you can go to andresiaki.com and book with me for an hour on my site. I always give people extra stuff. Always give people extra stuff. Always. A book, a course, whatever. Pay for an hour at a time. Because most people who are doers, they're busy. And we've a whole lot of us have been down before, so we don't want to let up. We don't want to let up because we don't want to go back to where we were before. So
yeah, I mean, well, once you get in a rhythm.
Bingo, the rhythm, yes.
Yeah, because I used to watch a bunch of TV, and then all of a sudden it was like, I haven't looked at TV in weeks. It was crazy.
Done. So yeah, I would pay them for an hour of their time. I would try that, or I would send them some food. Wash their car, get them help them out with their dry cleaning. I would do something for them of service that they need.
True. I just did a video where I said if you are in your area and you want to do real estate, you want to do tax liens, whatever it is you're trying to do, find 200 people in your city, your area, your state who are doing it big and connect with them. It's a life-changing moment because by the time you're going to catch them, you're going to meet like 25 people along the way. I'm not kidding you not. Like, tell me about, I was going to say, could you tell them about when people ask you, when people call you for Dr. Boy Watson numbers, how was it that somebody said it one time? It was like, please say that.
Dude, one time? No, but like all the time. Don't be an arrogant networker. So if people want to network with Dr. Boyce Watkins, if you don't know him, he's hardcore. He's official. He's my mentor, friend. He's in the top tier of Black intellectuals and business people in the country. And oftentimes people connect me with him when they find out about my work through him. And I get a call or email every now and then, and they say, "Get me his number. I need him on my show. I need him here." And it's like, damn, dog. They didn't even say hi. They don't even say, "Hey, Dre, like, what's going on?"
Hey, I appreciate your work. Hey, I appreciate you connecting me to doctor. I mean, like, they've just closed the door and they don't even realize it.
Don't, man. So if you're reaching out to anybody for networking, don't be an arrogant networker. Don't try to dictate how you want them to help you. They're here you want them to help you. So, this word has some kind of negative connotation to it, but submit to them in some kind of way. Offer food, pay them, help them out with their car, wash their car. I've done this. These are all things that I have done. I've given their girlfriend around. I picked them up from the airport. I don't care because I'm looking to build a relationship with you. So I know that you need help with something. I'm gonna try to fill the void of whatever you need help with and do it for you. Bingo.
Buy a product or a service. Even like I've seen people buy a book and I go, hey, I saw this guy, I can't remember his name, but he basically bought a course from me and I hadn't sold that course in a while. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to give you free 10 minutes. And I've talked to him for 20 minutes because it was just the fact that he's committed to putting that much money down. I'm going to give you this extra bonus. So stuff like that.
Yeah, it works.
I got a couple more. So DM Brown goes, what opinions do either you have regarding how much debt to carry with your real estate investments?
Debt to carry with real estate, it all depends on the investment. I don't care about the debt. I mean, if I'm building out a 200 unit apartment building, that's probably going to be a $7 to $20 million loan. I don't care as long as the ROI is good. I don't care about the debt. Don't worry about the debt. Worry about the ROI, the return on investments. The big players in the game.
That's true.
Don't worry about it.
Well, that's the thing. When people say, "Man, I want to get out of debt, Erica, then do this," or "I want to do this," I go, "You could invest in a place, and the money, the rental income alone, after all tax and bills are paid, would pay for that bill you're worried about.
Yeah.
Would pay for that car you're worried about."
Assets.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Assets.
like different mindset, different level.
And Erica, if they want a low-cost business to start up, I recommend joining my notary school. Again, I have some promo options. I mean, like I'm giving away the farm just because I'm so I got the proof, I got the receipts, it works, and I just want to share the knowledge and also make an honest living myself. So. I'll shoot it over to you. Email me. I'll give you guys the goods, man. I want you guys to win. Low cost startup business. You can get it going for under $1,000 and make some honest money.
I got Alicia James. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. For a first timer in stocks and bonds, what's a good amount to start? I have my answer, but you give yours.
My answer would be start with whatever you have. If you have 500, start with 500. Start with 1,000. Bonds are secure and less risky. I like stocks more. They are higher risk, higher rewards. But there are some weed stocks that are freaking blowing up out here. Like you can get a share for under $1. And if those things even go to $2, dude. So I would invest what you have. Again, how much money do you have? If you tell me how much money you have to invest, I'll tell you how much that you should invest. I would go with at least half of it if I was you.
Here's what I think, Alicia. If I always tell you guys, go and get the Robinhood app or get Acorns. Acorn app, rolls that extra savings over, and you can even tell it put $5 a day away, right, and it'll come out of your account. But I like Robinhood app. There's no commissions, and what I do is first I go to dividend.com. And I pick monthly dividend stocks. I pick 10 that I can review, study real quickly on Yahoo, kind of see what's the feedback. Are they paying on time? Or is the company have any bad news in the CNBC or Fox Business, any of those channels, right? If it doesn't, and it's something anywhere from 5 to 20, I easily just pluck away. I just go bloop, bloop, bloop. I mean, at least once a week, throw a couple 20s over there. Yeah, and because what happens is, even if you just do 25 a week, I was talking about this about Lending Club. 25 a week is 100 a month. 100 a month is 1,200 a year. The average American does not even have $400 in a case of an emergency. You now have more than the average American, which is like 70% of Americans when I say average. You have more than the average Americans in investments, and in a case of an emergency, you can liquidate. So
bingo. Start the process. Start today. Acorn, you can get the ball rolling today. I personally use Scottrade as well. You could open an account with it for $500.
Yeah, I have E-Trade and Fidelity on the side. I was gonna say CSG. Sorry if I misspelled that. How much money do you need to purchase tax liens in Atlanta and Florida? So again, I did a whole video on that, but it's easier if you just purchase a consult, because it can range anywhere from $100 to $10,000. It just depends on, are you picking commercial? Are you picking land? Are you picking homes? What part of Florida? What part of Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? What's your goal? Is your goal to get properties? Then you're going to choose a certain type of tax lien. Is your goal just to get income? Then it's going to be, you're choosing two different types of properties. So that's probably better a consult question.
Good stuff.
So Dre, when you were creating these past couple months, when you were creating these different websites and these different courses, what was a strategy, something you could share that you used to make these courses?
Genius question. What I did was I slowed down to speed up. That was my number one strategy, is because I guess I'm what they call a serial entrepreneur. So with that, it can become also very close line of jack of all trades and master of none. So what I did was I didn't allow anything new I didn't do anything new up until I had this one thing 80% mastered. So the notary school has been doing well ever since we've been profitable. Every single month, we've had at least 30 to 100 students every single month. So I said, okay, once you find two things, once we had like about a 95% satisfaction rate, then I built the blackrealestateschool.com. And what I did was I came to Atlanta. I don't have a car in Atlanta, and I basically just stayed in the crib. I went out once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I just built out the platform. I didn't go anywhere. Very little phone interactions. I just basically stayed in it and built it up until it was a damn good product. Then I released it. So that's something that I did, was I just blocked everything else out and nailed it. Sometimes we try to do too much at one time. And we can do all these things, but if we're working with ourselves with a small team, it's better to nail something down. Not even have it completely done, but 80% at least mastered before we start something else.
Oh my God, this is so true. Just over the course of my life, people who watch the channel, you know, I had a coffee shop, left, you know, that went under, did something else. I have a painting company, but I have partners. I'm in a managing position, not the actual running position. I have a small property management office in North Carolina. I'm in the managing position, not the running position. So a lot of people are thinking, I'm gonna just collect checks. No. It's a system to it. And that's why I'm so big on, like, when I do my consults, is like coming up with these standard operating and procedures.
Systems.
So what would you do? Yeah. What would you do if you were at the office today while you're not there? Okay, well, I need her to return phone calls. I need her to return emails. I need her to do whatever, you know, check the mail, et cetera, right? You know, take any complaints or any, you know, work requests or maintenance requests, things like that. Like, you have to have a system in place, and that helps you, and that helps you grow. Also, it helps you when you get funding. You know, you want to tell a bank, yeah, I need more funding. I need more working capital. Same thing goes for online. Even with me and Esther, we've been putting together this land class. It's cracking me up. But we've had so much traffic from previous projects.
Wow.
That we are just literally working through those emails, working through those phone calls. And I love getting them, because every person I talk to now, if I talk to you in January and February, by the time I talk to you in June or July, there ought to be major change in your life.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just takes time. It just takes focus. I've been really big on the 90-day thing, Dre. You know, in the next 90 days, this is what's happening. This is the focus, because you just get so much accomplished when you focus.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about your clients or coaching prospects. Most of them need help with slowing their brains down and filtering out the crap. So paying somebody like Ericka or myself to literally basically help you filter out the crap and get a plan in place. You might say, oh, but I could do that myself. Yeah, you can, but are you going to do it yourself? If you are, then hey, knock it out. But paying us a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000, it's way worth it, because that goal that you're not hitting can bring you in maybe 10 or 20, 50 or $80,000, or just give you better quality of life internally. So it's pay somebody to help you with what you need help with if you are going to help yourself. Or
the fact that a lot of people work 9 to 5. And then they have this big end goal. They're like, I want to own 10 properties. I want to be retired at this date. Okay, but have you done all the little steps to get there? So that's where people like me or Dre comes in and go, hey, wait, you missed like 20 little steps.
No shortcuts.
Yeah, you can put that on a vision board, but we're not there yet, right? So how I kind of help people, you know, or you call it the backwards blueprint, which we've talked about that before. Backwards blueprint is like, where were we in 10 years, right? You know, owning properties, doing things, traveling as we please. Okay, and children, right? So what are we doing in 5 years? Okay, we need to be doing half of this. Go at the 10-year mark. Well, what are we doing this first year?
Bingo.
Okay, first year you need to be doing that. Okay, what are we doing this month, this week, this day? You know, a lot of times I see people say, Ericka, I want a big old YouTube channel. I want to do this, I want to do that. And I go, okay, so how often are you going to record? When are you going to get started? When are you going to do this?
How often do you record, Ericka?
For me, for the business channel, I try to give you guys content 3 times a week, and I try to live stream 3 times a week, because that way it gets you a lot of calls. It gives you a little bit of free content. You know, it keeps up with the current events, but you also have to realize I have side projects I work on. I have a painting company here in Austin, Texas, where I'm at. Needs my attention. You know, soon to be getting, you know, married in the future, so that requires some attention too. You know what I mean? Like, well, I'm gonna try. That's the key word there. Try.
Someone's gonna take you off the market. One of those cool Southern gentlemen, probably.
One of them Texans, as Dre says, Texans.
Yeah, I love them Texans.
You know, the funniest thing are the Hispanic guys at the gas stations. They are tripped. But anyway, they throw the lines on you. You'd be like, oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's another conversation. But the key is everybody has a tight schedule. And a lot of times people say, well, Ericka, I got kids, I got a 9 to 5, I got this, but this is what I want, this big over goal. And I'm like, okay, well, we got to break that down to bite-sized portions, at least 1 hour a day, right?
Something a day.
Yeah.
I even say 20 minutes, to be honest with you.
Something.
Yeah. Something that's momentum. Mm-hmm.
If you're driving in your car, commuting back and forth to work, and it's an hour, you know, not saying I want you to multitask, but if it's listening to a book, if it's, you know, hearing a podcast, hearing Andre and what's his name? Starts with a Vision. Yeah, there
Isaiah
you go.
Fowler.
Yeah. You can do things like that.
Get the ball rolling, get the action, get consistent action. And a lot of people, because they might have just been awakening, they might have just got up on this wealth game or realized, oh shoot, like this is what I'm a part of. And they're like, oh man, I'm behind. I got to catch up for the past 5 years and 6 months. I'm like, no, you got to slow that down, man. Slow it down. You can get there. You will get there. But oftentimes we don't hit our goals when we have too much on our plates at one time because it bogs us down. It can frustrate us, and it could actually just weigh us down mentally. So spread that puppy out, give yourself time, and start with consistent everyday action, and you'll get there.
So I was gonna say part of 2 books that I love. One is the 10-year turnaround.
Ooh.
And many people they kind of laugh. They're like, 10 years, that's so long. But I have friends who work in HR, and every time they tell me, Dre, oh, I see people resumes where they've been at a job for 5, 6, 7 years. You ask them why, and they hated it, they didn't like it, and they never have a good reason. They just end up kept staying.
They wind up staying.
Yeah. And so when I talk about doing at least 1 hour a day, there's Lead the Field by Earl Nightingale that I keep talking about on this channel. But he said, if you think about it, you know, and this is a 5-day work week, right? Mm-hmm. If you make 1 extra call a day, that's 250 calls a year.
Bingo.
Just one extra call a day. So what is it some of these guys or girls could do? You know, is it giving a little extra attention to some stocks, giving some little extra attention to lending club? Is it saying, you know what, honey, we want to buy a rental in the next 90 days. Who can we talk to or who can we work with to get us there? So that's a really good trajectory one if you guys need trajectory. So Dre, what do you see yourself doing the next 6 months?
The next 6 months, I see myself pounding out my book, getting, you know, increasing the sales, getting the word out there about the book. I'm working on a documentary also called Own or Be Owned, which you can pre-order. Ericka, are you able to pull up my website on your end of things? AndreHatchett.com, AndreHatchett.com. Get the book, the clothing, the documentary. So it's Own or Be Owned. The values will go up with or without you. Basically showing Black America, okay, here's some experts who have done things right. Here's what we've missed out on, a whole lot of us. And here are the next things smoking. So we're going to go to across America for the first 2 rounds of the documentary. We're just going to show, look, here's what to buy. Here's how to buy it. So it's going to be like a cool documentary and giving you very one-on-one examples on how to be part of it and not miss out on it. Oh, there we go.
Can y'all see it? Everybody can see this website?
Yes, ma'am. So, yeah, if you go down, they'll see where they can purchase the book, the clothing, the clothing, and pre-order the documentary. If you can make a pre-order, I would greatly appreciate it, guys and gals. So my 6 months is going to be that, Ericka, and continue the teaching. I launched another platform, aka another passive income stream.
Look at all those down there, you guys. Look at all that. Black Men United, Andre Hatchett, Financial Team, the Black Real Estate School, Priority Inc., Manhattan Apostles. Let's just keep going. Help a Felon, Notary Business, Buy Black NYC, Notaries, Accept or Create, Andre's Notary School, the Black Real Estate School.
Not bad, right? And the C Notaries.
You see that?
That's a directory website which other notaries can pay to advertise on, which will help them get exposure. And for me, it will help bring in, Ericka, another passive income stream, because people are going to pay me to advertise on my investors' platform. So that's something cool that I'm going to be working on the next 6 months as well. Yes, man. So shoot down a little bit, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Southern lady.
The root, melanoid, financial Juneteenth starts with a vision. Because you already know.
Bingo. There we go. Products. Yeah. And I am
Owner be
flashing.
owned.
And I am flashing this website because I just had it done. I'm really proud of it. So it's just a shameless plug for the website as well. Yes, the shirt, the book, the clothing, it's all there. If you could help me get the word out or pick up an item or three, I would appreciate it.
And the thing is, you started in real estate. You started actually in the school system working with special needs kids, and you bought your own home at what, 22 or was it 23?
23. No, I was 22. I was 22.
22.
Yep. So my claim to fame per se, yes, it did start with real estate, then small business with a notary company, and here we are today. So like these things take time. That whole thing that you just went over of my companies and my not-for-profit work that I do, like these things take time. These things take years. And once I accepted that this thing is going to take longer than I wanted to, or longer than I first anticipated, things got a lot easier with me internally. I was like, yo, I'm just going to go hardcore at it every day. Less internal stress. It can really bog you down, Ericka. So here we are. I'm proud of where we're going with things, and I'm looking forward to the next 6 months and the next 6 years, the next 16 years.
Dude, the thing of it is, I think people.
Hey, YouTube.
Okay, so Alicia's James, I'm sorry, said, can you touch on family and friends that are in the way of your vision?
Oh yeah, I
have an answer, but I'll let you do
I'm all over this bullshit, all right? And I'm gonna curse a little bit here, so bear with me, Ericka. Get them out of the way. Get them out. We allow people in to jack us up. They can't jack us up, Ericka, if we don't allow them in. Yes, there are families and friends. Yes, they love us. Yes, they might even be really good human beings. You know, I have members who I didn't even tell I was writing a book. I didn't even tell them that I released the book. They heard about it because I didn't want any freaking negativity weighing me down. I don't want it. And because I'm an adrenaline junkie, I need adrenaline. That's why I talk to you every 3 or 4 days. That's why I talk to Tim every 6, 7 days. Scotty Smith every 2 weeks. And the list goes on and on. Because
talk to go-getters about go-getter stuff.
I need it. I'm not sure about anyone else. I can't do it without it. I can't do it without you guys. So don't tell them, and find new friends. Find new friends. Go to meetup.com, join groups with business people, Black people, Texas people, whatever. Hungry people, be around them, buy them food, go to drink, have drinks with them, join a book club. Don't tell negative people positive stuff. I don't care who the hell they are. That's my take, Ericka. What's yours?
Or sometimes people who've even known you a long time. Like, this is the funniest thing. People see this channel. I've got over 1,000 videos. Yeah, I got 1,000 videos. I've had a brick and mortar business before. I have a book out. I have, a painting company. I'm doing all these things. And some months cash flow is tight. Some months cash flow is like, right? So, you're sitting there with extra thousands of dollars, and you'll have family who will go, well, you had that one thing that failed, or, that coffee shop went under, or, well, you should have a better car than
I really got to hear about this.
Yeah. And so it's like, instead of looking at the 20,000 things you're doing amazing, I still have an aunt who's 70-something years old. She will literally go, you got a job yet? Whoa, are you serious? I was like, I have a painting company. Oh, that's right. And I'm like, I'm giving you credit because maybe you old and you forgot, but I know you didn't forget. I even had an aunt one time, I was talking about I was getting married this year. She's like, well, you got to get a job because, he's going to need help. I said, well, first off, if he's a husband, if he's husband material, he'll do whatever it takes so that if I want to stay home with kiddies.
Hello.
And we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people looking
you on your stuff.
There you go. We got a lot of people looking for roommates instead of husband and wife material. So anyway, I'll leave that alone.
Let me hop on that real quick, Ericka. I'm a strategic dater, so I don't look for a woman for their money because I don't take money from women. I just don't do that. But I look for someone who can help me out with emotional support and help out with organizational stuff. If you can help me out with emotional support and organizational stuff, then we can talk about a future together, even in a freaking girlfriend. So all that stuff is important. So we have to have a thorough screening process about what we need, about what we're looking for in a mate. And then we say, okay, let's get to everything else after that. But if you're selfish and you're not gonna help me emotionally, because some days it sucks, some days it's hard. I'm like, damn, this sucks, dog. What did I do? I need you to rub my head. I might need some loving, some food. I don't know, but like, help me figure this shit out.
Well, if you look at a lot of people say, well, Ericka, everyone can't start a business. But if you look at a lot of blue collar businesses, a lot of plumbers, electricians, constructions, the guys that make it is the wife. It's the wife. The wife in the beginning years was the accountant, was the secretary, was making phone calls, was doing all these things. Then they hired staff. Then they hired more people. Then they got to take the big vacations. So when I hear a lot of men or women complain that, well, my person doesn't believe in me, who you marry, who you date is important and will affect certain things. You have to
You are who you
be
date.
100 about that.
You are who you date.
So when I say don't surround yourself with negative people, I really mean, go out, check other people. And I'm going to read some of these comments. You guys are cracking me up. Ericka Wilson is like, preach. Alicia James like, thank y'all so much. To Miko, I'm messing your name up. Say that, Ericka. You want a purpose partner, not a roommate. Say it, Drake.
Purpose partner, not. I don't do roommates. I need someone who's gonna help. I need to help me. They call them.
Help me. That's right. You need somebody who shares your vision. Like, I know a guy who's opening a gym, and the woman he wants, people may think it's silly, but he's like, I just want somebody. She don't have to be no yoga instructor. She don't have to be no fitness person, but she has to be positive about the ups and downs of this business. So I think people look at people and go, oh, they just want a trophy wife. Nah, like sometimes people just want a supportive person.
All of the men who I know who ladies would consider creme de la creme, like the cream of the crops, none of them have what people would consider trophy wives. And they could have trophy wives. They have great women who are emotionally supportive, who are ladylike, caring, and they just get it. None of them are trophy wives, and they could have trophy wives. That they have mates, they have wives. They have old fashioned mixed with some new fashion in them, and that's who they marry.
Yeah. I mean, and so to each his own. I'm not gonna knock people. People were like, wow, what if my husband only makes $35,000? We live in New York City. I'm not telling you should quit your job or anything like that. I'm just telling you need to be with somebody who can support your vision. I know couples. Some of my best clients right now are couples who didn't make a lot. Now they work together trying to buy this rental, and she's throwing her, they filed separately. She's got her tax income coming in. He's got his tax income coming in. They're putting that money together, and the people around them, their family members, are starting to feel that like movement. And that's when you get a lot of that feedback. It's like when you're working as a team, and some of you are gonna say, well, Ericka, I don't have family I can do that with. You got to go find those people.
Meet new people. What is this?
New people.
People with this thing that they can't meet new people. Like what the hell is this shit, Ericka?
People get comfortable, Dre. They get comfortable.
Is there any shortage of people in this country, in this world? Is there any shortage of human beings? No. Meet them, man. Come on, change around this whole comfort zone shit.
I got 3 new Venezuelan friends who are like cracking me up because we do a lot of our talking through Google Translate. Kid you not, but it's like they're seeing a side of Austin that I don't see. They're telling me about deals in their neighborhoods, and I'm like,
meet new people, add them into the equation.
So I didn't want to drag this on all day. I do have some more client calls to do. I actually have 2 clients waiting on me to call them today. One's in Maryland, one's in New York. But everybody, check on Mr. Andre C. Hatchett. Thank you guys for all your comments. We've had anywhere from 20 to 40 people in this thing at different times. So I know some of you saw, you're probably at work, you can't say anything. I got you. But yeah, definitely go check out andrechatchett.com. He's got great stuff over there, great gear for the summer. You'll probably see more of me and Dre. Hopefully Dre will come to Austin or Dallas around March, and we can hit up.
Why don't we, huh?
Listen, I got my new camera. We're going to take fancy video. We're going to talk about apartment investing.
I'll be
there.
It's
going to be hot. So you guys stay tuned in the future. Hopefully we have some clients flying from Chicago and Esther coming from California. So it'll be some fun times. So
let's do it.
Check it out. Own or be owned. If you guys hear me talk about it on the channel, this is the man, the guy who started the catchphrase, Andre C. Hatchett. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks, Ericka. It's been a pleasure, Queen. I'll holler at you later on.
Later, Dre.
Peace.